Okay, so the next one on my list is the one I'm choosing right now is this one, which is called a controversial opinion debate format. What to make unpopular opinion about fight me, you know. Controversial or polarizing content gets engagement fast. So I do not know if this is a very controversial topic, but here I go. I am very sure. This is actually what I actually think. So I am very certain that phones can listen to you, guaranteed. And I'll explain to you how and why. It's basically proving what I'm saying right now. Okay. Years ago, when I was a kid, no wait, years ago when I was a kid, I figured like the first thing was when I went with the school trip, and they brought me to this science fair thing as a kid, and there's in the science experiment place they had this thing on the lab where you could use a bunch of game stuff and cool science stuff. They had this little game where you put a headband or something on your head, and I don't know how exactly it worked, but more you concentrate, focus wherever, you move the ball to the other side, you know. And so it is possible to move things with your head thing and move the ball depending on some frequency or wherever. The ball was not like floating or anything; it was on a table and it just moved. Okay, fast forward a little more. I think that's where I got the idea. Um, what if there's a device that could just read your mind, like your phone or something? But it's whatever. Nothing's gonna happen. Then I read an article or a research thing that says, I think it was in Japan, I don't know where it was, online, that people already did research, already created this thing where they put on your head, and they can turn your head thoughts into words. Okay, so I think maybe you will get a little sense of where I'm going with this, which is basically that was years ago. Okay, that research article I read years ago, and I was like, oh shit, what if they implemented the phone now? That'd be cool. Silence, absolute silence. Nothing happened. I hear nothing about this anymore. Okay, and fast forward a little more, and now like it's no longer here, and this is why. This is why it's not here because it's already actually in your phone. You know how you find this thing on your phone, like, oh shit, I was talking about this, and I think the phone heard me, and it possible maybe, and it came up the video or whatever the product, wherever it is, whatever it is. Okay, and the thing is, you do a little test to see if it's actually a sound thing that picks up and like shows you the thing. I think it's not. I think you won't find it. You will not find it, and this is why. I've done some tests where I've got deeply into some. I've become a guy who got all asked like, "Wait, what happened? Why this? Why that? How? When? Why?" I did that since I was a kid. Okay, and this is what I figured out. Listen to me. This is what I figured out. It's when you go in a certain deep state and feels a certain way towards a thought or thing or video thing in your head or something, and that feeling is state that you go into while thinking about that, while seeing that, while feeling that thought, if you manage to get into that state, into that focus, whatever feeling extreme you had, or in your head, whatever, will get reflected. This is what the phone will take. Alright? This is what the phone will take. And based on that, that's a video they'll show you. That's a related person, music, video, topic, maybe product and stuff they'll show you. So I've just told you, and I'm pretty sure you could find articles about this, that the mind reading thing already exists. It already exists. Second thing, this is from my experience, which I told you, that reading your thought from your state and stuff like that. That's how it is. I don't think it's the sound exactly. It's probably be part of it, but it's a deep state, an emotional, whatever state it is that I've got into many times, and a lot of time actually worked. Okay, that's what does it. So you cannot just be casually and just make it happen. All right. And third thing is, why wouldn't they announce this? Why wouldn't they let it exist? This is why. This would be one of the biggest privacy breach. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if, we'll say for now, the hackers, whatever, or even basically general app, people knew that Apple was doing this, and who has one of the most advanced chips in the world? Apple, right? You don't think it's possible? It's there. It's already there. From what I can. So if people found out that Apple can read your mind with their phone, it would not really sell. And what if they thought hackers could get into their phones and then just read your mind? Think about how big of a privacy breach that would be. That would be like huge. You know, if they announce all this stuff that they could do, and the risk and the thoughts and the worries. Okay, believe me, I ask a lot of why and what and question when it happens, and I thought it was the mic at first, but then I kept thinking, wait, when does it happen? This happens when I got this strong, really connection, emotion, and thought thing that happened deeply, where I forgot all of a sudden it's concentrated on that thought so deeply, you feel a certain way, and then I open the phone, and 2-3 scrolls later, there it is. This topic that I don't not searched about, nothing. And yes, I know you could probably think well, the algorithm guessed you'd go on this topic. It happened often enough. The proof is there. Do your research. The proof is there for the mind reading stuff. The proof is there that Apple has one of the most advanced chip in the world, I think. The proof is there from my experience that it's my feelings and thoughts and connection that this made it happen. And I'm pretty sure people already tried. Not my thing. It did not work. Right? I think. Okay? And this is also like an advantage tool thing where, if they could do that based on your feeling, what you want, really want, stuff like that, and show you what you want and get you to get what you want from the mind reading stuff, it's good for business as well, I'm guessing, to show you what you need. So on that phone or device, people get what they want more likely, more connected, because if you show the ads to the wrong person, it's like for nothing, right? Do your research. I am 80% sure it's there. I just am. Sorry, where am I sorry for? This is where I am.